John, what's the focus on the first day?
Oh, the first day of training camp, make sure everybody comes out of it healthy. It's usually, it's kind of it's like the first day of school. It's an exciting day for everybody, and you just love their energy. I think, guys are looking for a little bit of structure, because they've been doing their own skates for 2 months, and so it's a fun day. Except for I'm not in coaching shape right now. It was day one for me too, but it was great. It's a cool day. Everybody's excited, and it's we're not day 14 or whatever it is, so everybody's still pumped.
Obviously, it's early, but Tony talked about how you guys are coming back with the same group. Obviously, the way things ended last season, they weren't happy with. He said there's some motivation coming back with the same group to kind of go further this year. Just wondering if you're picking up on that too.
Oh, there's no question, and it's unfortunate because you're going to look in the history book and say we won one playoff game and got bounced in five. We didn't feel that we were that team. We didn't feel like we deserved that. But playoffs are a different animal, and I've been on both sides of it. And we ran into one heck of a team that eventually won the Stanley Cup, and only one team wins, and you'd love to get there in the end. Like I said, I thought we were a better team than what we showed in the playoffs, and I think our guys know that as well. And so, there's definitely a ton of motivation coming back to make sure we improve, from the result of last year.
John, what is the difference between when you come back for that first day, where you have basically the same group back, compared to maybe other years like last year, where you had a big name out, some big names in, where you kind of had to integrate them and get used to them, in terms of getting everybody together?
Well, I think you look at this group. We've got a pretty deep group here, and whoever isn't on our roster come opening night, there's we're gonna have some guys that are legitimate call-ups coming up. So it's good to see that with this group, bringing everybody back. There's familiarity, so your motivation and pushing these guys outside of their comfort zone a bit. Even they know what's coming at them, and systems. We're not reinventing the wheel. We really liked everything, a lot of things we did last year, and you can look at statistically speaking, our numbers were pretty darn good across the board. The one number being the playoff number, and so that's what we're working to fix. We just can't forget where we came from and understand we've got 82 games to play, especially in a division that's looks to be solid top to bottom.
Holmberg's a player you're not as.
Jacks to trains.
We went from
That was a nice addition.
Coop.
Coop.
We have a train sponsor, so.
Holmberg, first impressions from first practice?
Oh, hard to say, but he works hard, I'll tell you that. And there was a little chatter in the coach's room. This guy's going to help us, and so awesome attitude, and all those kids from Sweden are great kids, and he's energy, like he works. So we'll see as this gets going on here, putting him in situations where he can succeed, and what his strengths are. But on the energy side and skating and tenacity part, he passed all those tests.
John, you talk about the depth. What do you think specifically of the defenseman depth that maybe you come into the year with? I mean, obviously you lose Purby, but then you've got a couple guys there in Crozier and Carlisle that have had experience here.
Door, and so they've had NHL looks and they've had success. I mean, guys have played in playoff games, and so they've seen it all. It's just you get a year wiser, and you're stronger, and you're more experienced, and so you hope this is going to pay off for them, and they make a push, and if they don't, they're definitely right on the cusp.
Sean, when Oliver got hurt last year, it looked like he was really starting to find his comfort zone, and he's not available for the playoffs. But now he gets a full camp. Like, how does that, finding that comfort at the end of last year, maybe help?
Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you. I told him all practice long he should just grab that stick and save it for game one because everything was going in the net he was shooting. It was impressive. And, you kind of forget how, he's a gifted scorer. And so you give him a chance, he can put it in. And it was evident today in practice. But he, with anything, now it's, all the guys, semi-familiar with the system. And even though he, missed our playoffs, it was, to have him be a part of us is just makes him that much more ahead than, coming in now.